Hello, aviation enthusiasts, and welcome back to Histories of Airliners. The roar of engines, the gleam of chrome, and the thrill of the unknown. These were the hallmarks of Douglas and McDonnell Douglas airliners, titans of aviation. But what became of their groundbreaking prototypes, the experimental aircraft that pushed the boundaries of flight? Did they soar into the annals of aviation history, or did they meet a less glamorous fate? This video delves into the enigmatic lives of these pioneering machines, uncovering their stories of triumph, tragedy, and often surprising paths they took before and after their test flights. The Douglas mailplanes, a series of single-pilot aircraft developed in the 1920s, played a pivotal role in the early days of airmail delivery across the United States. Born from a need to modernize the aging de Havilland DH-4s, the Douglas Aircraft Company, under the guidance of founder Donald Douglas, adapted their existing O2 observation biplane. By converting the forward cockpit into a mail compartment and relocating the pilot aft, they created the M1, initially known as the Douglas Air Mail 1. Powered by reliable Liberty engines, these rugged aircraft became workhorses for the burgeoning airmail service, connecting cities nationwide and laying the foundation for a thriving commercial aviation industry. Unfortunately, while some Douglas airmail aircraft have survived into 2025, the first M1 was lost to history. The Douglas Dolphin, a sleek and elegant aircraft, emerged from a unique origin story. Initially conceived as a luxurious flying yacht for the wealthy clientele, the Sinbad prototype, a pure flying boat, struggled to find buyers during the Great Depression. Recognizing its potential, the Douglas Aircraft Company adapted the design, introducing amphibious capabilities. This innovation, christened the Dolphin, proved to be a turning point. While initially intended for commercial passenger service, the Dolphin's versatility and ruggedness quickly attracted the attention of the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Coast Guard. It excelled in roles ranging from transport and search and rescue to patrol duties, solidifying its place in aviation history. One aircraft became the personal transport for William Boeing, while two of these aircraft would be used by the China National Aviation Corporation before World War II. The prototype Sinbad was eventually purchased by the U.S. Coast Guard and would eventually be broken up after its retirement. The Douglas DC-1, a revolutionary aircraft for its time, emerged as a testament to Douglas Aircraft Company's ambition in the burgeoning commercial aviation sector. Designed to compete with Boeing's Model 247, the DC-1, a sleek, all-metal monoplane, boasts of innovative features like retractable landing gear and a streamlined fuselage. While only a single prototype was built, the DC-1 proved to be a groundbreaking success. Its impressive performance, including a record-breaking transcontinental flight, paved the way for the iconic DC-2 and DC-3, aircraft that would revolutionize air travel and solidify Douglas's position as a dominant force in the aviation industry. This single DC-1 would eventually find its way to Iberia Airlines, where upon an attempted takeoff at Malaga Airport in southern Spain, it would have an engine failure and a subsequent crash that was beyond economical repair. The Douglas DC-2, a direct evolution of the groundbreaking DC-1, emerged as a significant leap forward in commercial aviation. Building upon the successes of its predecessor, the DC-2 incorporated refinements such as more powerful engines, increased passenger capacity, and improved aerodynamics. This sleek, all-metal monoplane quickly became a global sensation, revolutionizing air travel with its speed, comfort, and reliability. The DC-2 not only set new standards for commercial aviation, but also paved the way for its even more iconic successor, the legendary DC-3, solidifying Douglas Aircraft Company's dominance in the industry. The original DC-2 would eventually be broken up after long service with Transcontinental and Western Air and the Royal Air Force. A DC-2 built much later has been repainted to look like the DC-2 prototype and is on display at the Seattle Museum of Flight. The Douglas DC-3, often referred to as the workhorse of the skies, revolutionized air travel. Building upon the successes of the DC-1 and DC-2, the DC-3, initially known as the Douglas Sleeper Transport, incorporated significant advancements, increased passenger capacity, improved aerodynamics, and enhanced comfort features such as sleeping berths made air travel more accessible and appealing to the public. The DC-3's reliability, efficiency, and versatility proved unmatched, dominating commercial aviation for decades. Its impact extended beyond civilian use, with the military variants like the C-47 Skytrain playing a crucial role during World War II, further solidifying its legendary status in aviation history. The Douglas Sleeper Transport prototype would serve with American Airlines, TWA, and the United States Army Air Force before being written off in October of 1942 after crashing near Midway Airport. The Douglas DF, a twin-engine flying boat conceived in the mid-1930s, aimed to capitalize on the burgeoning commercial aviation market. Designed for long-distance overwater flights, the DF boasted a sleek all-metal construction and a spacious cabin designed for passenger comfort. However, despite its impressive specifications and promising test flights, the DF struggled to find commercial success. The onset of World War II further disrupted its development, with many resources diverted towards military aircraft production. While the DF prototype demonstrated the potential of advanced flying boat technology, its commercial aspirations ultimately remained unfulfilled. The first two aircraft were built and sold to the Imperial Japanese military, while Aeroflot used aircrafts 3 and 4. It is assumed that the prototype was destroyed during World War II. The Douglas DC-4E, a pioneering aircraft in the late 1930s, represented an ambitious leap forward in commercial aviation. Designed to push the boundaries of air travel, the DC-4E incorporated cutting-edge features like pressurized cabin, a revolutionary concept for its time. This innovation promised to enhance passenger comfort on high-altitude flights, opening new possibilities for long-distance travel. While the DC-4E itself never entered mass production, its innovative features such as the pressurized cabin would significantly influence the development of subsequent aircraft, shaping the future of commercial aviation. This single aircraft would serve briefly with United Airlines before being purchased and exported to Japan, where it was said to have crashed at sea, but experts suspect that it was used in the design effort for the Nakajima G5N Shenzhen bomber. The Douglas DC-5, a unique aircraft of the early 1940s, represented a significant departure from traditional aircraft design. Featuring a unique shoulder wing configuration and tricycle landing gear, the DC-5 prototype pushed the boundaries of aviation technology. While it never entered mass production, the DC-5's innovative design concepts, such as the tricycle landing gear, significantly influenced subsequent aircraft developments, particularly in the realm of military transport and cargo aircraft. Most of the production run that entered civilian service flew for KLM, initially in their West Indies colonies, before transferring to the East Indies. Most of the rest of the production run were for U.S. Navy and U.S. Marines transport aircraft designated as the R-3D. The prototype aircraft flew briefly as the personal transport for William Boeing before transitioning into an R-3D for the U.S. Navy and then being scrapped after World War II. The Douglas DC-4 began its journey in the early 1940s as a collaborative effort between the Douglas Aircraft Company and several major airlines. Designed to bridge the gap between transcontinental travel and international routes, the DC-4 pushed the boundaries of aircraft design. The prototype aircraft showcased impressive performance during its initial test flights, featuring a sleek all-metal construction and powerful engines. However, the looming shadow of World War II dramatically altered its destiny. With the United States entry into the conflict, the DC-4's production was swiftly redirected towards military service, giving birth to the iconic C-54 Skymaster. This versatile workhorse would play a pivotal role in the Allied war effort. Most of the C-54s that survived the war were converted into the DC-4 standard. The first C-54 was broken up sometime after its service with the United States Army Air Force. The Douglas DC-6, an airliner that was near the pinnacle of piston engine technology, emerged in the mid-1940s. Conceived as a successor to the successful DC-4 C-54 family of airliner transports, the DC-6 was built from a pre-existing C-54 from a military requirement for a larger cargo transport. This prototype pushed the boundaries of performance and eventually passenger comfort, featuring more powerful engines, improved aerodynamics, and a pressurized cabin. The DC-6 promised to revolutionize long-haul air travel. While its development was initially delayed by the end of World War II, the DC-6 ultimately proved to be a resounding success, serving major airlines worldwide and setting new standards for speed, range, and passenger experience in the post-war era, with many serving longer and past the later DC-7. The prototype, as originally stated, was built from a C-54 to become an XC-112, a lengthened and pressurized version of the C-54. By the time of the prototype's modifications were finished, the war was over and the C-112 program was canceled. This aircraft was converted into the DC-6 standards, in which it would serve into the 1970s, before crashing into a golf course in Van Nuys, California. Douglas DC-7, the pinnacle of piston engine airliner technology, emerged in the 1950s, developed in response to the growing demand for faster and more efficient transcontinental travel. The DC-7 prototype pushed the boundaries of aircraft design, featuring four powerful R3350 duplex cyclone turbo compound engines, aerodynamic refinements, and a pressurized cabin. The DC-7 promised to deliver unprecedented speed and passenger comfort. Despite the rise of jet airliners, the DC-7 achieved significant success, serving major airlines worldwide and setting new standards for long-haul air travel before being eventually phased out by the advent of the jet age, with many DC-7s finishing their careers as cargo haulers. The first DC-7 airframe, after finishing its testing phase, was sold to American Airlines in 1954. The aircraft would fly for American until 1959, when it was sold off and replaced by early 707s. The Douglas DC-8, a pioneering jet airliner, emerged in 1958, ushering in a new era of commercial aviation. Developed to compete with the Boeing 707, the DC-8 prototype pushed the boundaries of jet technology, featuring a sleek design, powerful engines, and a spacious cabin. While initially facing challenges from its Boeing rival, the DC-8 ultimately achieved significant success, serving major airlines worldwide and playing a crucial role in connecting the globe. Its enduring legacy is evident in its continued use in various roles, from cargo transport to scientific research, even decades after its initial production. As of 2025, 3 DC-8s are known to still be in service as cargo freighters. The prototype aircraft would go on to fly for Lufthansa, Delta, Canadian Pacific, Aeromexico, amongst others. With a total flight time of over 60,000 hours, this aircraft was eventually broken up in 2001. The McDonnell Model 119, a sleek and ambitious business jet developed in the late 1950s, represented a significant foray into civilian aircraft production for the renowned military contractor. Designed to compete in the burgeoning business aviation market, the Model 119 boasted a unique configuration with 4 engines mounted in pods beneath the wings. While the prototype demonstrated impressive performance and innovative features, including a spacious cabin and advanced avionics, it ultimately failed to achieve commercial success. Several factors contributed to its demise, including stiff competition from established players like Lockheed with their Jetstar and the challenging economic climate that hindered the growth of the business jet market during that period. The one aircraft built would undergo an upgrade to the Model 200 standard and a second attempt to enter the business jet market with similar results as before. Surprisingly, this one single aircraft built is still with us, as it sits in the El Paso International Airport around the general aviation hangars at that airport. The Douglas DC-9, a pioneering narrow-body jet airliner, emerged in the 1960s, ushering a new era of short to medium-range air travel. Designed to cater to the growing demand for efficient and economical air transport, the DC-9 prototype, with its distinctive rear-mounted engines and T-tail, pushed the boundaries of aircraft design. Its maiden flight in 1965 marked a significant milestone, showcasing impressive performance and efficiency. The DC-9's success was undeniable, with numerous variants and derivatives produced over the years, solidifying its position as a workhorse for airlines worldwide and laying the foundation for the highly successful McDonnell Douglas MD-80 and 90 series of aircraft and the eventual Boeing 717. The first aircraft of this long-lived family would have its first flight in 1965 and then go on to serve with various airlines in and outside the United States until it was retired around 1993, with it finally being broken up sometime after 1995. The McDonnell Douglas DC-10, a groundbreaking wide-body jetliner, emerged in the late 1960s from the desire for an aircraft larger than the Boeing 727, but smaller than the behemoth 747. American Airlines initiated the project, seeking a plane that could bridge the gap and open new long-haul routes. In 1968, McDonnell Douglas, fresh from the merger of Douglas and McDonnell, launched the ambitious program. The prototype, a testament to years of meticulous design and rigorous testing, finally took its maiden flight on August 29th of 1970. This marked a significant milestone, not only for the company, but also for aviation as a whole, ushering in a new era of passenger air travel with its innovative design and enhanced passenger comfort. While the early models of DC-10 ended up having design issues that caused numerous teething problems, the later models would go on to find success in carrying passengers and freight. After its testing and certification period, the prototype aircraft would fly for American Airlines for many years until 1994. The aircraft would be purchased by Federal Express for its parts to support DC-10's flying cargo. This aircraft would eventually retire from service in 2002. Interestingly, the second DC-10 would follow a similar path, except that it ended up its career as a flying eye hospital for the Orbis Group and is now residing on display at the Pima Air and Space Museum near Tucson, Arizona. The McDonnell Douglas MD-80, an evolution of the successful DC-9, emerged in the late 1970s. Designed to meet the growing demand for short to medium-haul travel, the MD-80 featured a stretched fuselage, increased wingspan, and more powerful engines. The prototype, initially known as the DC-9 Super 80, took its maiden flight on October 18th of 1979. This significant milestone marked a new chapter in McDonnell Douglas's history, showcasing their ability to adapt and innovate in the ever-evolving commercial aviation landscape. The MD-80 ultimately became a popular and successful aircraft, serving airlines worldwide for decades. The prototype would go on to test the ultra-high bypass prop fan concept for what was intended originally to be the beginning of the MD-90 series of aircraft. However, McDonnell Douglas decided to use regular high bypass engines when no orders for the UHP version surfaced. The first aircraft would eventually be retired in 1991 and be completely scrapped by 1994. The McDonnell Douglas MD-11, an evolution of the iconic DC-10, began its journey in the late 1980s. Designed to compete with the Boeing 747 and the 767, the MD-11 boasted advanced avionics, improved aerodynamics, and increased range. The prototype, a testament to years of engineering and innovation, first took flight on January 10th of 1990. This momentous occasion marked a significant step forward for McDonnell Douglas, showcasing their commitment to pushing the boundaries of aviation technology and providing airlines with a powerful and efficient long-haul aircraft. Today, in early 2025, records show that the prototype MD-11 served with McDonnell Douglas during the aircraft certification process. At some point in its history, it was acquired by Federal Express and flown for them until 2023. It now sits presumably at the Victorville, California boneyard, awaiting recycling. The McDonnell Douglas MD-90, an evolution of the MD-80 series, emerged in the late 1990s. Designed to enhance efficiency and passenger comfort, the MD-90 incorporated advanced technology, including a quieter and more fuel-efficient engine, a redesigned wing, and improved aerodynamics. The prototype, a testament to years of research and development, took its maiden flight on February 22nd of 1993. This significant development marked a final chapter in McDonnell Douglas's independent aircraft development. As the company merged with Boeing shortly thereafter, the MD-90, while not produced in large numbers, showcased the company's continued commitment to innovation and technological advancement in the commercial aviation sector. A future development of this design would, after the merger with Boeing, produce the Boeing 717. The MD-90 prototype would serve McDonnell Douglas until its retirement in 1999, where it was put into storage. This aircraft was eventually scrapped in 2006. As we conclude our journey through the history of Douglas, McDonnell, and McDonnell Douglas, we hope you gain a deeper appreciation for the incredible innovation and engineering prowess that shaped modern aviation. From the dawn of commercial flight to the cutting edge of military technology, these companies left an indelible mark on the world. Their legacy continues to inspire and influence aerospace advancements today. Thank you for joining us on this exciting exploration. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel for more fascinating stories from the world of aviation. Your support allows us to continue creating high-quality content and share the wonders of flight with a wider audience. Don't forget to like and share this video with your fellow aviation enthusiasts. Until next time, keep looking up.